boys? It's your boy, the DMD, and I'm here with Drew today, and he's profiling what?
Profiling Earth Machine.
What does Earth Machine do? What is it, and how long have you been playing it?
So I'll start with how long I've been playing it. I started playing it around the end of last format, right as I think it was like a week before the ban list dropped. What it does, it's hard to explain, but the easiest way to explain it, I think, is it's sort of reminiscent of Full Power Salad, if y'all remember those days. Like a bunch of one-card starters, ends on like not a very assuming board, but a lot of interaction on your opponent's turn, like trap cards, hand traps, that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's essentially what the deck does.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get into the list here.
Alright, so getting started off in the list, you have your 6 normal summons. You have 3 Infinistrike Harvester. When it's normal summon, normal or special summon, it searches an Infinistrike monster. It also has a level modulation effect, which doesn't come up like super often, but sometimes lets you make Zeus during main phase 1. The other normal summon is Machina Metal Cruncher. So if you control no face-up cards, you can normal summon it, and like Pantheisms of the Monarchs for a Earth Machine monster. Next, we have the best card in the deck, Infinistrike Bulldozer. So what it does is if you contribute an Earth Machine to special from your hand, and then when it's special from the hand, you summon an Infinistrike monster from your deck with the effects negated for the turn, but it locks you in Earth Machine. This is the reason the deck does anything. It gets Trencher, lets you do all your turn 1 plays. And this card's insane. And this is how this is how it got the name Dozer Control, because of this card. Next, for another extender, we play 3 copies of Heavy Darkrane. So if an Earth Machine is special summon or normal special summon, you can special it from your hand, and then when it's detached from an Xyz monster as material, you get the pop card on the field. This lets you make a Dora on turn 1, and also lets you make a Gustav and Lieb. The card's really good. For the other Infinistrikes we play 2 Trenchers. All the level 5 Infinistrikes have an effect where you can tribute an Earth Machine to summon it from the hand, and this has a graveyard effect where you can banish it and then reborn an Infinistrike monster. Well, reborn of like a level 5 or lower Infinistrike monster. 1 Anchor Drill. So what he does is when he's normal summoned, you summon an Earth Machine from your hand, and he has a level modulation effect. So this will help you make your rank 9s and rank 8s. And then Tunneler. This is the Pot of Avarice of the deck. This card is like what you kind of like, towards the end of the combo, you'll use this to like draw more cards. 1 Ancient Gear Box. We search this off Ancient Gear Ballista, and this will search the past 4 monsters, so it'll search the Trenchers, the Anchor Drill, and the Tunneler, which in the turn 1 combo, you'll use this to search the Tunneler. For the other like one-of names, we play 1 Blood Train. You'll search this towards the beginning of the combo, and this is like the GG of the deck, or it's like, I think it's the Virtual World name, where it like recurs an Earth Machine whenever it's sent to the graveyard during the end step. This card is really good. It's another level 10. It's another extender. This card's really good. 1 Fortress, another extender. This card is just insane. Like, sometimes in simplified game states, you can just summon Fortress, and if they target it, it smoke grenades your opponent, and if it's destroyed battle, it pops card, and then Citadel. This card is insane. It's a quick play Regeki. Whenever an Earth Machine is destroyed, special summons itself from the graveyard. And he's 3,000, so he's big. For the only monster hand trap, we play 3 Ash in the main. I just wanted to play like generic hand traps, so I figured Ash was the best pick. Getting into the spells, we only play 6. We play 3 Machina Redeployment and 3 Heavy Forward. Redeployment just searches the Machina cards, and Heavy Forward just searches one of the Infinistrike monsters. Getting into the traps, this is kind of like the bulk of the deck. So you have 3 copies of Torrential Tribute. Torrential is really good right now.
Incredible.
Yeah, Torrential's insane right now.
Yeah, probably like if you're gonna play like any back row, like
this is probably one of the best picks to play right now. 3 Solemn Judgment in the main. This deck kind of loses Heart of Lightning Storm, so I'm a psychopath and decided to play Judgment in the main, just have a main deck out the Storm. But Judgment's just good this format, I think. Like, just stopping like really critical cards that just like ruin your day, I feel like it's really important. The other hand trap we play is Imperm. I figured Imperm was I was playing Ogre in here for a minute. I might go back to Ogre, but I feel like Imperm probably just a safer pick right now.
Also, it stops your opponent from summoning Dragoon off of their Anaconda.
Yeah. Then the best, I think the best trap card in the deck, Machina Overdrive. This card does so much for the deck. So you target a machine monster you control, summon a Machina from the deck with a different name, you pop it, and then in the graveyard, it can banish itself to target, it can target 3 machine monsters that are in your graveyard or banish, shuffle them into the deck, and draw a card. So if you discard this to redeployment on 1, it makes the, like, if your opponent tries to IDP you, you can banish this in response and blanket. It's so, and then the last card is Order, because we only play 6 spells in the main deck. I figured we might as well play it.
Yeah.
Getting on to the extra deck here. We play 3 Infinitrack Goliath. In the turn 1 combo, you'll end up using all 3 of these. This card has a lot of like neat little synergies in the deck. So whenever it's sent from the field to the graveyard, it attaches itself to a machine Xyz as a material, and it gives the Xyz monster the effect of it can't be destroyed by card effects, which can come up like you can like get this under Zeus, and it's just like, oh, I have a Zeus that can't be destroyed by card effects now.
Funny.
Ballista. You use this. You'll make this in a turn 1 combo. It searches box. It has another effect, but it doesn't really come up. 2 Anger Knuckle. This card is like the Salamander and Sunlight Wolf of the deck, but it feels a quick effect. It can recur itself from the graveyard, and it can get back level 10 machine monsters. This card is absolutely insane. 1 Gigagaunt X. This does not come up all that much, but when it does, it's good. River Stormer. This card is really good for the deck. It searches any Earth machine. It can search or foolish any Earth machine, and it can also recur itself from the graveyard by attributing an Earth machine link monster. The Irsu, we make this off of Box and Anchor Drill, and this has really funny synergies with like Torrential Tribute, because like you can activate Torrential, then Ding Girsu to protect all your stuff. For Phantom Fortress Ender Blathnir, it's one of the rank 9s we can make, and it's a Dragoon out. 1 Earth Slicer. This card is really strong. It pops a bunch of cards, and also it has the effect of you can tribute a Earth Machine Link monster and get and summon it back. Also, River Stormer has this effect too. When it destroys a monster by battle, it like attaches itself to its material. So that's how you make bigger material Zeuses in here. For the rank 10s, we play Dora, Gustav. Just good rank 10s. Dora you'll make on turn 1, and then you use this for the Utikay on turn 2. And then Lieb, you just throw on top of the Gustav. Last card to play in the extra deck is Zeus. I knew Zeus is expensive. If you can't afford Zeus, play Sky Palace Gangadari instead. It's a pretty good Zeus impression. And then getting on to the side deck. Side deck's still kind of a work in progress, but this is what I have so far. 3 Gameciel. I wanted more Dragoon outs on the side, because that card's a pain in the butt to deal with. 3 Artifact Lancia. Lancia's really good right now.
Against everything.
Yeah, Lancia's just insane.
Like Eldritch, everything.
1 HFD, back row decks, and 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I just wanted just a little bit more back row hate in the side. 3 Dark Ruler No More, just to play against combo decks, and then 3 Evenly Match.
That's fairly simple. Not a bad side deck for this format. So, Drew, is there anything that you would like to add or change at this point?
No, I think this list is pretty good. There's a couple cards that I've been testing, and I'm still like trying to figure out like the works of it. There's a card that came out in Blazing Vortex, a super called EMR. EMR is so goofy in this deck, and when I was playing it, it's actually not too bad. So what it says is you contribute a machine monster, and then you target cards on the field equal to every 1,000 points of attack the monster had to destroy them. So if you tribute like Bullet Train, for example, it has 3,000 attacks, you just like pop 3 cards your opponent controls, which is super funny. And then you add a card back on the end step.
And it isn't once per turn.
It's not once per turn. It is a soft once per turn.
It is that's kind of funny.
It's really goofy, yeah.
But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that deck profile. It's me, it's at DMD, and oh my god, it's so cold out here. Bruh.
Nah, it ain't that bad out here.
You're my heartbeat, my silent drum, that's kicking me till I'm numb.